Welcome! Today, we are diving into a crucial aspect of international trade, understanding the rules of origin, or ROO, for trading goods.
Hello, and a warm welcome to all our viewers interested in navigating the complexities of free trade agreements.
Have you ever wondered why a tariff concession might be offered on a product, but you still need to meet specific criteria to claim it? That criteria is the rules of origin. The common problem is ensuring your exported product qualifies for the preferential treatment under an FTA. This video is your guide to solving that puzzle. First, we'll introduce ROO, then look at the two main criteria for originating status, and finally, dive into the three methods of substantial transformation. Rules of origin, or ROO, are the legal rules stipulated in a trade agreement that a product must meet to enjoy tariff concessions. Different free trade agreements will have different ROO. These rules determine if an imported good originates within the free trade area to qualify for preferential treatment. The primary purpose of the ROO is to qualify the originating status, or nationality, of exported products, ensuring fair trade practices. A product is considered originating if it was wholly made within the state or region, or if it was significantly transformed there from imported materials. To qualify, the product must be either wholly obtained or produced, or have undergone substantial transformation in the country. The wholly obtained rule applies mainly to agricultural products. This means the product is grown, reared, caught, or obtained within the country's national boundary. Examples include mineral products extracted from the soil, agricultural products harvested there, or animals born and raised within the country. When it comes to manufactured products, we look at substantial transformation. This is the last country where the product undergoes a significant change. This rule applies mainly to manufactured products, where raw materials may be imported, but the final product is fundamentally changed. Substantial transformation is determined by three key criteria: change in tariff classification, the process rule, and the value-add rule. The manufacturer must determine which of these criteria applies based on the specific FTA requirements. The first method is the change in tariff classification, or CTC, which is applicable only to non-originating materials. A substantial transformation occurs if there is a change in the tariff classification from the imported raw materials to the final product. The required level of change varies. CTSH is a change at the 6-digit level, while CTH is a change at the 4-digit level of the harmonized system. Manufacturers must know the HS classification of both the final good and all non-originating raw materials to qualify under this origin criterion. Beyond CTC, other criteria for substantial transformation include the process rule and the value-add rule. The process rule mandates that a specific, predefined production process must occur in the exporting country for the product to be considered originating. The value-add rule qualifies the product's origin based on the value of the manufacturing or work done in the exporting country. This value-add can be calculated in terms of local value-add, focusing on the exporting country, or regional value-add, covering all parties to the FTA. Ex-factory cost is the baseline for value calculation, including raw material costs, direct labor costs, and direct overhead costs. For local value add, the product must meet a stated minimum threshold for the value of work done in the exporting country to qualify as originating. RVA requires a percentage of the goods value to originate within any party to the FTA, calculated using either the build-up or build-down methods. For RVA, the full value of originating materials produced in a party may be included in the calculation numerator, subject to specific FTA rules. In conclusion, understanding and complying with rules of origin is essential for leveraging free trade agreements. Rules are put in place to ensure that only signatories to an FTA benefit from the accorded tariff concessions, preventing trade deflection. Mastering ROI, Whether through wholly obtained or substantial transformation criteria, like CTC, process, or value add, is your key to maximizing trade benefits. Thank you for watching. If you found this explanation helpful, please like this video and subscribe for more content on international trade and compliance.